Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal astrology forecast for Thursday, May 28th, 2020. All right, so today we have the moon changing sign going into expressive Leo. So going into the weekend, great time of expressing ourselves, cultivating the side of ourselves that is humorous, playful, fun-loving, right? Getting into some of that passion and focusing and connecting to the things that we love. Great way of working with the moon in Leo. Now, Mercury is shifting into Gemini where he rules, so a good comfortable placement for things that involve learning or using our minds. So great for gaining knowledge, information, practical things. Quite good with Mercury shifting into domicile here. And going into tomorrow, the sun will be sextiling up to Chiron, so when it does come to that self-expression, we may feel that quite healing perhaps, and maybe some things involving healing either physically or spiritually as an opening, and good to maybe do those kinds of things. All right, so let's take a look at all this here in more detail when I return. All right, so here is the sky for this Thursday. And again, we are using the visible sky called True Sidereal Astrology. If you're new to the channel, definitely check out that link down below for more information. All right, so let's take a look here at the moon's placement, which represents the theme of the day in Leo the Lion. So Leo is the side of ourself that is about connecting to the things we're proud of. It can be the things we love in life, we're passionate about, or things we've created. So a really good way of working with the day is cultivating to our creative sign, maybe the things we find fun, enjoyable, we're passionate about or love. Really good to get into some of this fire energy in this phase of the lunar month. Now, this is approaching what will be the first quarter phase, which means that the sun and moon are in very different signs now, and that the larger month has been around cultivating our more resourceful side of Taurus. So still really good to see how can we take this steady approach as we are cultivating our self-expression here this part of the week, right? How can we be steady, grounded in our inner strength, inner resourcefulness, and connect to the external material values as well, like nature, resources, comforts, right? Getting into some of that grounded energy while we do cultivate some of this fire energy is a great way of working with this phase of the lunar month. Now, Mercury is shifting into practical Gemini where he rules. He's very comfortable. He's in domicile here. So when it comes to the things that involve our mind or communication, we may notice a little bit of good practical or mental energy available. So great for gaining knowledge and information, great for learning, cultivating our practical life. Again, communication, correspondence. Now, Mercury is going to go retrograde next month, and so it is good to maybe prepare for maybe some reworking and rethinking that might be taking place with some of these Gemini energies, but still nonetheless, good to have Mercury in a comfortable sign that very much represents what Mercury is about, right? Again, the practical, willing to learn, gain knowledge, information, communicate, synergize things in our life, maybe even bring in some flexibility with our routine, willing to, again, adapt, right? Try new things, jack of all trades kind of energy. Really good to develop with Mercury placed here. All right, and then in terms of the aspects, we do have a minor one going into tomorrow. The sun will be sextiling up to healing Chiron. So the sextiles are just an opening, nothing we're forced into, but going into the later part of today and especially into tomorrow, if there is anything that does involve some of this self-expression, right? The sun does rule Leo, so it's much like where the moon is at the moment. And so if there's anything that you feel like by expressing yourself or creating that would be healing for you, that maybe there's some wounds that come up in the face of that self-expression, really good to do that as you'll probably find that quite healing and therapeutic. Now, the sun also is our vital focus on things. So if there is anything you want to focus on healing in general with, whether it's your health, physical healing, mental, emotional, spiritual, right? These kinds of things do have a supportive energy to work with going into tomorrow, at least available, right? So a great way of working with the later part of the day, just like with the moon in Leo, maybe doing some healing there with that, with the things we're focused on or with our self-expression. All right, and then a minor sextile with the moon and Venus. Definitely nothing major with this one, but just an opening for maybe connecting in relationships and connecting to our enjoyments and values, which again are all still kind of good to be reworking and going back and redoing things there, right? Venus is retrograde, so it is a time of going back, re-examining our values, maybe going back, redoing some of the things we value, and also with relationships, kind of giving some flexibility there as things are going through a reworking process with those Venusian things. All right, but yeah, the larger context is definitely around cultivating our resourceful side, grounded in nature, in the resources of life, material security, things like this, really good to develop in the larger context, even though we're being flexible with that with Venus retrograde. We do have Mercury going into domicile, much more comfortable placement for all things mental and communicative, and also passing over the North Node still today. So maybe some new things we can try involving learning, reading, writing, communication, things on that level. But the daily context and going into the weekend, we do have the theme around cultivating our Leo side, which is attuned to what we love, what we find enjoyable, playful, creative, fun. Great way of working with some of this fire energy while things are still grounded in the larger context. All right, so everyone have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to click that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily videos, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the next daily forecast. Take care.